Mayo is a widely celebrated holiday in both Mexico and the United States. Fiesta! Yay! Celebramos! Yay! Woohoo! Yahoo! Yay! But why is it so celebrated? What is it about? And why is it so important to the United States? Some people mistake Cinco de Mayo as Mexican Independence Day, but it's actually the day of an important battle between Mexico and France. The battle started a few years after Mexico became independent. European countries were still going there to collect debts. First Spain sent troops out to Mexico, and then they left with no trouble. Then English troops went out to Mexico, and they also left fine. Then the French troops were sent, but they had other plans for Mexico. The Emperor of France, Napoleon III, planned on sending his army to Mexico and take over. Then he would put Prince Maximilian in charge. The plan of action for his armies were to take over Mexico's main port, Veracruz. Then they would march through to the capital of Mexico, Mexico City. The new Mexican president, Benito Juarez, had a plan to counter this attack. He instructed General Zaragoza to send out their best army, led under Colonel Porfirio Diaz. They went after the French and intercepted them at a city called Pueblo. Los veo! Los destruimos! Yeah! Though Mexico's army was outnumbered, the French were no match, and their numbers started to fall. The French started to retreat, but luck was not on their side. Thunderstorms were causing the ground to become muddy, making it difficult to escape. Está lloviendo. Llama a los jinetes. Vamos a ganar esta batalla. Diaz sent out his best horsemen to chase after the French. To make things worse for the invaders, nearby Indians set off stampeding cattle and started to join the chase. Estampida! Mexico destroyed the undefeated French army and ensured freedom in Mexico. But why is this victory so important to American history? All this was happening during the American Civil War, and Mexico's victory set off a chain reaction. Napoleon, who hated the United States, was aiding the Confederate States. But Mexico was able to hold back the support for an entire year. This gave the Union time to grow a great army. The army was able to defeat the Confederates and end the Civil War only a few months later. After the Civil War, some of the Union soldiers volunteered to help Mexico drive out the remaining French soldiers. Mexico was so thankful that after Pearl Harbor, hundreds of Mexicans came to America to aid in World War II. Mexico's victory at Pueblo helped in the growth of two great nations. That's why people everywhere are celebrating. Happy Cinco de Mayo!